Halloween is such a fun time for the little ones, but it can also be a little scary for the parents when the kiddos are out running around and it's dark, it's nighttime. Here to give us some tips on how to be safe this Halloween is Master Amatis Pararian, who has brought in a few adorable helpers, if you didn't notice. Thanks for being here on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's so important, I guess, to always have safety tips in mind and things like that, because it's an exciting event, but things can go wrong. What do you suggest right off the top?
Well, there's some inherent dangers associated with trick-or-treating.
Yes.
And so what we need to do is educate our kids so they know what to do in different scenarios. And then at the same time, give them the tools so we can empower them to stay safe. Because we can't always be with them, or, they get separated from us and things happen out there.
So what are some of the dangers that we should be looking out for? That the kids, we should, number one, tell them, hey, you might want to have a heads up, look out for this. But also as parents, what are the things we need to look for when we're out on the streets?
There's a few dangers, but some of the primary ones include traffic safety and then candy from strangers. You can't assume that, you can trust everyone from,
right.
The strangers giving candy to your kids. It's going to be safe to eat.
Yes.
And then also, unfortunately, it's prime time for predators to prey on kids. The kids are out in the streets, they're unattended sometimes, and also the predators, unfortunately, are in disguise in costumes as well. So that's something that's scary for parents to think about.
Yeah, so the best thing to do is be prepared, have these things top of mind. So our adorable crew here have some safety tips that they want to offer, right?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and get started.
We'll start right over here with Miss Tegan. What's your safety tip?
Stay away from open fire and candles while wearing a costume.
Yeah, a lot of the costumes are actually flammable.
Yes, I was going to say.
Yeah, and I actually know, like, we go to parties, and they're block parties, and they have a fire pit in the middle of the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, gotta be careful.
Adults hang out, and the kids are trick-or-treating, but if the kids get too close to that, it could be really bad.
Okay, what's next?
Don't cut through alleys or fields when trick-or-treating.
Right, so staying on a path, especially well-lit areas, and also staying on those sidewalks and not going in areas that you shouldn't be, just like she said, that's perfect one.
Okay, that's a good one.
Always watch for cars before crossing the road.
So we talked about traffic safety. So kids get excited. They want to go across the street to where their friends are, or a cool house that they saw, or somebody said, oh, they're giving out king-size candy.
And they're not paying attention.
And boom, it's a bad situation.
Yeah, I always like to put on the light sticks on them, too, just to give them a little extra glow.
1,000,000%.
We're going to a stranger's house or a car.
Okay. This is huge because they might invite you in, or someone will say, hey, I'll give you a ride up the street. There's some cool stuff over there. You never go into a stranger's house, and you never get in a car with a stranger.
No. Got it.
Okay, and then this one is, what if someone actually grabs you? Caleb's going to demonstrate. Someone grabs you and says, hey, come with me. Boom, look at that. This guy knows how to get out of that.
All right, Caleb, good job. You know what to do.
Okay, what's yours? What are you going to do about the candy?
Don't eat a candy before mommy and daddy check it.
That's right. You never eat candy until they're checked.
I'm good at checking all the candy.
Yep, and mom's got one too.
Always plan your route before you go.
Yeah, so you have a clear path of where you're going, what you're planning on doing. That way you can stay as safe as possible.
Yeah, you can maximize also how many houses you're going to go to. But not every house is a trick-or-treat house giving out candy, so it is really important to have a plan in place and then give the kids a heads up on where they're going, right?
For sure.
Awesome, awesome. Where any other tips that you want to offer, things that people might not be thinking of that are very important to remember?
Well, we have a full list of tips. It's on our website and also on Your California Life's social media. You guys can go see the entire list.
All right.
Or on trainatthestudio.com, and it includes like wearing reflectors on their, like you mentioned earlier, on their costumes, and how to stay safe. Well, things to do before you go trick-or-treating and things to do while you're trick-or-treating.
You're always great. You come on with these self-defense tips or ways to protect ourselves and our kids. What other events do you have coming up?
We have a ton of events, but the most important thing is this ongoing event is the self-defense for kids and adults. So it's nonstop at the studio. And, then we have our special events coming up in November, which are like sock drives and getting into the time of giving. So those are coming up this weekend
Very
as well.
good, because I saw that move that Caleb did, snatch himself back and don't let someone grab you. So I'm sure you can teach us a few more of those.
Always, always.
Master P, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.